As the universe is dying, an immortal man is on a journey to find an immortal snail. He'd seen it in his dreams 1,000,000 times before. The snail's body would be curled around the last planet, squeezing it, suffocating it. Its mouth would chew on the remains of ancient civilizations as if they were lettuce leaves, slowly obliterating them from existence. The planet's dead husk would become its eternal shell. But his dreams had just been dreams. The creature before him was tiny. The man threw his beard over his shoulder and bent down over the snail. Its trail was so obvious now, as it oozed zigzaggedly behind it, that he wondered how it had taken him so very long to find. The ground beneath the snail was little more than dust. Fragments of creatures long since dead swirled around the man's ankles, dancing and taunting him with memories and untold stories. He sat down beside the creature and for a while simply watched it crawl. Tears crept down his face, wet, salty trails of his own. He wondered if they were tears of happiness, if he was weeping at the spectacle of life. It had been so long since he'd seen another. Or perhaps he cried because seeing this tiny life form just reminded him of all the beauty there once was, but was no longer. "It took me so long to find you," he rasped. The snail dragged itself along, unexcited by the man beside it. "Where are you going?" he asked, getting to his knees and slowly crawling beside it. His beard trailed in the dirt behind him. "Does it matter?" the snail replied. The man scrambled closer to it. Yes, of course it does. You can't leave me." "I'm always here," said the snail. "I always have been." A smile broke the man's cracked lips, the first smile in millennia. "I'm not alone," he said between sobs. Tears fell like a stream and his body rocked as he wept. "You never were," said the snail. "What?" he replied, dragging an arm underneath his nose and squinting through blurred eyes at the creature. "What do you mean? You always had memories. Oh, those people you knew and loved are still with you." "No, they are just foggy souvenirs, a haze in my mind and dust under my feet. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't touch you. Sarah is still alive, as long as you can see her in your mind. As long as you can taste her perfume and hear her laughter. You're never alone, even in the emptiness of the forever that is soon to come." "Sarah? What do you know of Sarah?" he said, getting to his feet. His face flushed crimson with anger and confusion. "I know about them all." The man's voice dropped to an accusatory whisper. "Are you the devil?" "No, nor am I God. I don't care what you are. Please just tell me. What's the point?" "The point?" "Yes. Why am I the way I am? What's the point in me?" "To remember us." A sick realization began to set over the man. "I don't want to be alone any longer," he said, as he dragged a weary hand down his face, covering his eyes for just a moment. Then the snail was gone. Only an ancient, fossilized shell remained. No damp trail, just dusty desert. The man was alone once more. When he finished weeping, he picked up the shell and placed it in his pocket. Please like my video and subscribe for more.